On my flight to Scotland, my mom sent 31 texts telling me to cancel my 12/7/50 honeymoon and fly home to babysit my siblings or be disowned. The cabin pressure in the Boeing 787 always makes my ears hot, but today it was the only thing I felt. I sat in 2A, the soft glow of the Dreamliner's windows, reflecting off the wedding band I put on 4 hours ago. Beside me, Sarah was already asleep, her head resting on my shoulder. She looked peaceful. She deserved peace. Then, the haptic vibration on my wrist started. It didn't stop. I glanced at my watch. My mother. Call me now. The first text read. I ignored it. We were over the Atlantic. I'd paid for the high-speed Wi-Fi, specifically to coordinate our landing in Edinburgh, not to deal with her. Then came the flood. I know you're on that plane, Marcus. Your father and I are going to the gala. The sitter backed out. You need to tell the pilot to turn around or get off at a layover. You're coming home. I watched the bubbles dance on the screen. Message 14, 15, 16. Do you have any idea how selfish you are? Spending $12,000 on a vacation while your brothers need you? I looked at the price tag in her text. $12,750. She'd gone through my mail again. She'd seen the statement for the Highlands tour, the private castle stay, the North Coast 500 rental. Cancel it, message 22 said. Get the refund. Use it for Leo's tuition. If you don't, consider yourself dead to this family. Message 31 was the final nail. I mean it, Marcus. Turn that plane around or don't bother coming back. You are disowned. Choose your siblings or that girl. I felt a cold, familiar stillness wash over me. It wasn't anger. Anger is hot. Anger is messy. This was ice. I looked at Sarah. She had sacrificed 2 years of her life, working double shifts so we could have this one perfect month. My mother hadn't even attended the ceremony. She said she had a migraine, but I saw the photos of her at brunch on Instagram. I opened the chat. My thumbs moved with surgical precision. Mom, I typed. I received all 31 messages. The typing bubbles appeared instantly. She was hovering. Thank God, she replied. I've already called a car to meet you at the airport. When you land and bring you back to the house, I'll send the kids' schedule. I leaned back, watching the flight tracker. We were 35,000 feet above the dark churning water. I'm not coming, I wrote. Excuse me? I'm choosing, I replied. You told me to choose. I choose the girl, my wife. You ungrateful brat, she fired back. After everything I did for you, you will be cut out of the will. You will never see your brothers again. I will make sure they know you abandoned them. I smiled. It wasn't a happy smile. It was the smile of a man who had finally found the exit door. Actually, Mom, let's talk about everything you did. Like the $40,000 you borrowed from my college fund that I had to pay back with 3 jobs? Or the way you used me as a free live-in nanny for 10 years? That's family duty. No, I typed. That's leverage. And you just lost it. I took a deep breath. Since you've decided to disown me, I've decided to take you at your word. Effective immediately, I am canceling the recurring payment for your mortgage. You remember? The one I've been covering since Dad lost his job? The silence from her end was deafening. The typing bubbles vanished. You wouldn't, she finally sent. I just did. Check your banking app. I also revoked your access to my Netflix, my Amazon, and the family phone plan. If you want a babysitter for the gala, I suggest you use the money you'll save on my selfish honeymoon. Marcus, wait. I was just stressed. We can talk about this. We're done talking, I wrote. I'm going to enjoy my 12,750 trip. When I get back, I'm changing my number. Don't bother coming to the house. I'm selling my share of the property to a developer I met last month. You can't do that. Where will we go? I looked out the window. The first hints of the Scottish coastline were breaking through the clouds. It looked rugged. It looked free. That sounds like a family emergency, I typed. Maybe you should ask your son for help. Oh wait, you don't have one anymore. I didn't wait for message 32. I blocked her number. I blocked my father's number. I deleted the social media apps. I turned my phone off and tucked it deep into the seat pocket. Sarah stirred beside me, blinking her eyes open. She looked at the window, then at me. Are we there yet? She whispered. I reached over and took her hand. I felt the weight of the ring. The only commitment that actually mattered. Almost, I said, my voice steady and calm. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. I watched the clouds part. Below us, the green hills of Scotland rose up to meet us, old and indifferent to the ghosts I'd left behind on the other side of the ocean. For the first time in 28 years, I wasn't a brother, a nanny, or a bank account. I was just a man on his honeymoon, and the silence was the most expensive thing I'd ever bought.